Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher, famously said, that which does not kill us only makes us stronger." I know a lot of people in here have been through troubled situations in their lives, and I have also, and many people around the world also have, but they do not necessarily know how to cope with these situations. I'm here today to tell you guys that it's easier than you think. It's as simple as reaching out to someone or thinking positive, and you can learn how to cope with losing a loved one, or maybe stress from school, or even just a bad breakup, and you don't feel the anger or the anxiety that you get from it. Seeking help is as easy as talking to someone. Dr. John M. Grohl said that you can check with your insurance even, and they usually have directories that you can go to online to help you, or mental health professionals such as psychiatrists or psychologists usually are the best choices. But you have to help yourself. You have to set goals or reduce large tasks to smaller tasks so that you're more successful with it. You can't be alone. You have to engage in other people, and you have to engage in social activities. The Help Guide talks about depression in men. A lot of men usually they act out, and they believe that they have to be in control of their emotions, and they have to stay on top of it. But depression in men is not a weakness or a failure in masculinity. You can help yourself by making exercise social. You can run with a group of people, participate in social activities, join a running club or something, or a support group. Or you can just talk to somebody using psychotherapy. Psychotherapy is also known as talk therapy, and the ability to communicate with a therapist is very important. You shouldn't feel ashamed or afraid to talk to a therapist, because the main idea or the main point of psychotherapy is not to talk about your problems, but to work towards finding a solution to help you with your problems. They encourage you to make a change, such as instead of negative talk, thinking positive or having positive thoughts, saying positive things to yourself. Another way to help cope with these situations would be to think positive. Winston Churchill once said that a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, and an optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Optimism can help with your immune system. It helps prevent chronic disorder, and it also helps you cope with unfortunate news that you will receive in your lifetime. It also helps with your physiological and psychological health. Every 10-point increase that a person has in their optimism scale would counter for a 19% decrease in their rate of death. Optimism is linked to better responses. You respond better to bad situations in your life when you're optimistic about something rather than to be pessimistic about something. The Mayo Clinic stated that you should identify how you talk to yourself, the positive talk and the negative talk, and you should check yourself. There's this thing called filtering, where it means that basically you filter out the positive in your life and you only look at the negative. Also, there's personalizing, where anything that happens bad or negatively in your life, you blame yourself for it. And then there's catastrophizing, which would mean that you anticipate the worst of things out of everything. And then there's polarizing, where you see either good or bad. If something happens, it's either good or bad. There is no in between. And to help that, instead of being like that, you can be open to things, be open to more things, such as like humor. Instead of seeing a joke as a joke that just like somebody should have told you, laugh about it, find the humor and stuff. Be positive with people. Don't be that person that just pushes everyone out of your life because something bad happened, and have positive self-talk. In the NBCI, Shear did research. He did research, and he discovered that optimism has a positive relation between coping. there's a positive relationship between coping and optimism. When you're optimistic about something, you tend to cope better with it, or when you have a positive outlook toward it, you tend to cope better with those situations. And in closing, I just want to leave you guys with a quote from Lillian Vernon, and she said, "I became successful due to several reasons. I never gave up, and I never let anything or anyone get in my way. I tackled every obstacle and every challenge so they didn't defeat me." Thank you.